Hey.
dude.
Hey, dude, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I almost missed a live because I was asleep, so thriving. Um,
Yeah, I
oh,
was like, I don't know if she wants to do it today because, like, I was like, if she didn't message me, but it was okay if you didn't either.
it was literally because I fell asleep. Hi, Layla. Look, I got pineapple, so I'm gonna make pina colada soon. That's
Oh
nice.
wow.
Oh, but with no alcohol, because
Excuse me, I woke up 2 hours ago. Okay.
yeah, in fairness, I'm the one that fell asleep.
Yeah,
Like, oh god.
it's
Oh.
okay, guys. I just look like this all the time,
It's just my face. It's just
and my voice.
look, I got the new glasses.
Love them.
My brother has opposite feelings, but we don't care. Okay, so uh, welcome to capitalism. Thanks, I hate it. My
Really
name
do.
is Sandra. Welcome to my mixtape. I'm tired, and you are.
Ozan, the gender bent version of Shane Madage.
That's true. I'm gonna get my laptop for the what is it structure of the show because we are always all over the place.
What? Yeah, dude, you're right though. I look so tired.
Uh, uh, but how are you doing this fine day, my dude?
I mean, my anxiety is kind of rising because of an event I'll tell you about later.
Okay.
But otherwise than that, I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. Fair. Fair. Hi, Kashaf.
Hey,
Oh.
dude.
Oh God.
Yeah, and before you ask, dude, yes, I do look like I just woke up, but I didn't.
And to the contrary, I don't look like I just woke up, but I did. The opposite stay in capitalism, like say the studio.
Interview about.
I dream of Chevrolet movie theater.
I was just watching TikTok before this.
Oh my god.
How's life going, Kashaf? Anything exciting?
Yeah, any news? I just started a new job, so that's my
That's
news.
very exciting. Love the dance move.
Thank you. I'm getting my screenshot for the thing, so I know what I'm doing, but it takes a while.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing new. Yeah, that's pretty much life in quarantine, isn't it?
Me and Hassan flying.
Same
Okay.
old life, yeah.
So I guess it's time for what have I missed?
Yes.
What have I missed?
Okay, for me, the main thing is that, as you know, offers came in yesterday and my heart got broken because I didn't get opportunity.
I can't hear you.
The
Sorry.
main thing is that you know the way I wanted to do biological and biomedical in Trinity?
Yes.
Didn't get an offer for that.
For
But I
fuck's
did
sake.
get an
Okay.
offer for physical sciences. And Halima
Okay.
got it though. I'm happy for Halima because she got it. But she's just like, you
We
have
are
to.
happy for her.
Yeah. Yeah, I am though, because
I
I don't
am.
want her to leave the country. It's that or leave the country, and I'm like, no, no, you need to stay.
Well, she worked so hard for it, in
Yeah,
fairness. Like, she was working really good.
and I think it's just because the places are finished because they required 12 points and I have 30, so I don't think it's my points or anything. I think it's the places. So I might have a chance to get it later on,
Mm-hmm.
but right now I think if I don't get an offer by 13th of July, I'm probably gonna accept doing biosciences at TU Dublin, like DIT.
Ooh, we love TU Dublin.
Yeah.
Either way, I want a hoodie from either one of your colleges, so.
But yeah, I'm just a bit sad these days because I'm like, I worked so hard for it and I didn't even get it.
In fairness, you did, so I am a bit upset. But maybe Trinity will change its mind. Maybe someone won't
Yeah,
accept it.
physical
Like,
science is really interesting, but like, I think I would struggle doing it because it's mainly physics and I don't like the way
Yeah,
physics is taught. I
you're
like,
really much more of a bio person in fairness
yeah.
to yourself, so yeah. Oh,
But what about you? What's new with you?
I started a new job. I'm currently working part-time in a dentist. I'm the receptionist and the dental nurse. And it's really cool because I'm doing like orthodontics and stuff.
Ooh,
So I'm putting on people's braces. That's what I'm doing.
oh, nice.
Well, assisting, yes. Yes, it's very
Very
fun.
exciting.
Very good. Very good. Other than that, I guess we should acknowledge that. Thank you. What is it? I guess we should acknowledge that in Beirut there was that huge explosion.
Yeah.
That's been what's mainly been on my news feed. I don't think there's any. You can't get a discount. I'm not the one that owns the place. What is it? And I guess if you are donating, donate to the Red Cross. I think
Yeah, otherwise their government takes it and they don't get
they
anything.
don't use it from petitions. Just so you know. Mm. So on that less than positive note, I guess we should move on to forgotten figures. There's a
Yes.
forgotten figure today.
The
My sweet.
forgotten figure of today is a Mr. Jack Phillips. Now, I don't have my computer, so I kind of learned this off, so it's going to be a bit shorter than usual.
Ooh, we love. Go on.
But basically, who was Jack Phillips? He was not a soldier, sorry, a sailor on the Titanic, the very infamous Titanic. And I'm not too sure what his exact job was. He was one of the lower kind of captains. He kind of did a little bit of everything. But on the night that the Titanic sank, his main job, along with another captain whose name has not been exactly clarified, but it
Yeah.
might be like some scriptures say different, but his main job was contacting the nearest ships possible to get help. And once they realized, oh crap, this is sinking and everyone needs to get off immediately,
Yeah.
he and his partner stayed behind, constantly trying to contact ships. And they went down with the ships. They went down with the Titanic, still trying to contact ships. And if it wasn't for them, because they're like, you know that eventually a ship picked up the signals, but it picked it up very
Yes.
late. And if
Yeah.
Jack and his companion had stopped, those 704 passengers would have all died because they kept going until the end, and it was one of their late signals that the ships picked up. So,
So he was essential pretty much in the
yeah.
recovery of all those people. So, in memory of Jack Phillips, today we bring you our show in his honor. Honestly, what we're up to do, you always bring the most interesting people. In fairness. So I think it's time for our segment.
I don't
Baby
have a
got books.
table.
What books have you got, baby?
Okay, so this week I have actually a book and a website.
Mm,
So the book is Six
intrigues
of
me.
Crows. I know this was
Oh my God,
on
the hype of that book. The sheer
TikTok, yeah.
hype.
My sister got this a few years back and she simply adores this. And she's like, Cousin, you have to read it. And then I'm like, you know what? What better time than now when I've run out of books to read? So I've started it and it's actually pretty good. Like, I would say it does deserve the hype. It's very good.
Okay.
There's
That's
only two in the series. It's Six of Crows and then the sequel is Crooked Kingdom, which I haven't read yet, but
okay.
I would definitely recommend.
Um, I is that all?
Oh yeah, you can say your book and then I'll just say the website later.
Oh no, I need to know.
Oh, okay. So, I was just scrolling through TikTok and this like person I follow, they post a lot of hacks and stuff,
Yeah.
and they recommended this book site called b-ok.org, and it's a free website for books, and it has that like there's this book series called the Eric Carter book series, and it's impossible to find. Unless you buy it, you won't be able to read it in any library system in Ireland. And I'm able to read it on this website. So I'm like, I would highly recommend this website. If you want to read books, but you don't want to have to wait for them to come in from the library or buy them, read them on this website.
Very cool. Very, very cool. As you know from my Instagram story, if you're following here, you know that I just bought Much Ado About Nothing by William Shakespeare. You know, Will Shakes. And
You love Will Shakes?
because Hosanna keeps talking about how I'm like one of the main characters, Beatrice, and well, I need to find out if I am or not. So that's why we bought the book.
What do you think of it so far?
But I haven't read it yet. I'm still
Okay.
on Hamlet because I'm just taking it easy. But
Yeah.
but the cover's pretty.
Yeah, I
The
love
cover's
the
pretty.
whole collection. I don't know who's made those covers, but like I want to get a huge collection of William Shakespeare with those covers because I just think they're so pretty.
I think it's vintage, but I'd have to check. I might check at the end of near the end of the podcast, so I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So we got to move on to the big discussion. So as you saw, it was a toss-up between brain and exercise, but people picked exercise. So I have to say it. Time to get physical. Okay, what is it? I will be exercising during this because why not? Want better excuse. But basically, I guess we should just start with like our background with exercise. I know that you've done a lot more than I have, in fairness.
I mean, not that much. Like you think it's a lot of how much I talk about, but it's really not.
Yeah,
But um yeah, I've just been exercising because as everyone knows, I have a huge asthmatic problem. Like I get out of breath walking up the stairs. So I've
yeah.
just been trying to get myself into shape because I really wanted to join fencing at Trinity, and I know you have to be in good shape to join sports clubs.
I wanted to do fencing when I was in DCU, and then the hours were horrible. Just like seven.
Because like I've always my greatest influences when I was a kid was all people like Peter from Narnia, huge influence on my life. What's his name? Kai from 47 Ronin. I wanted
Yeah.
to be a samurai so badly when I was a kid. Like, now that I have a chance, like I might have a chance to study fencing, I'm like, you think I'm gonna give up my Narnian heritage? We all know that I'm a skilled sword fighter. Like, so yeah, that's just why I've been trying to get into shape. Oh
Good.
wow, flex them muscles.
Thank you.
What?
Oh, and then we take a rest.
What? Mom has them. Yeah,
A
I'm just
mild
invincible.
interruption from the NACVs.
Yes.
As per usual, can I just say the Costas are much more reserved?
The Nookies don't understand privacy.
That Asian kid stereotype. Anyway, what is it? My exercise is much more mild. I have fibromyalgia, which means that I have a lot of problems with pain, which means that if I was to exercise like a regular person, it would probably take me 3 days to recover,
Yeah.
which is horrible. What is it? So what I mainly do is weight training. As you can see, buff, like just. Um,
No Asian does.
honestly. What is it? But yeah, I do weight training. Because of my anxiety and depression. Running would probably be good, but for the anxiety, you'd more than likely get a panic attack. So I don't do that.
Yeah.
So weight trainings are the best for me. But really, it's just you have to pick something that you know you'll stick to.
Yeah.
I like weight training. My brother does it. So I know how to do correct form. And I just happen to goals. I just happen to have a home gym, which
Yeah.
is very lucky during these times, but also there isn't enough weights for me because everyone stole them in the shops. So yeah, it's not great. I was wrong. Mom's gonna interrupt today. Okay, so ninguém te via. No. Okay, Zid. Mom's really gonna interrupt.
Hello. Good
Yeah,
morning.
Good
disgusting.
morning. Pode ir.
Claro, claro, não estou devagar.
Até já. Fecha a porta. The moment I said it, like, the moment I said it, what the hell?
Karma was
Anyway,
like, you thought.
yeah, I know, right? Maybe I'm partly Asian. No, actually, I found out that some of my relatives are Spanish, and me and me and Ashlyn just had a whole talk about it. I was just like, "Look, bro, I think you're gonna need some time to process." Okay. But it's hilarious. What is it? But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
mainly exercise is finding your own situation that works for you. Because if I was to run, it would not make me happy, so I wouldn't do it. Like I wouldn't keep up with it. So
Yeah.
that's why I do weight training because it's just so much easier for me. And also it helps my arms because they used to have a lot more pain and now that I work out, it's actually so much easier. So
Hmm.
yeah. And also a lot of people have been getting into yoga during quarantine and yoga's great too.
Yeah, I've heard yoga is supposed to be really good for your body, and I'm like, I don't have the patience. I tried to do yoga, and it was like breathe in, and I was like,
You
then
gotta
I
get
breathe out.
Mama Pilates or someone else to do it for you because then you're like hyped.
Yeah.
Mm.
I did
Mhm.
want to ask you, do you ever take ice cold baths after you exercise?
I haven't. I'm usually more of a warm person. So if my feet were aching or something, I would do a salt water with hot water bath combo.
Yeah.
But a lot of people do recommend ice baths because it helps with recovery and it also, what is it, numbs the muscle a bit. So it's good. Have
I
you?
mean, I don't I don't usually take ice baths. I take ice showers because I feel like I don't like taking baths because
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a human soup.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but ice showers definitely. They just yeah.
Yeah. I'm just more of a warm person, but I see the appeal. And
Yeah.
maybe in the future I would do it. But I also don't work out like very heavily, so I don't have to worry about that much.
Yeah.
But yeah. What else was I gonna say? But in general, there's a lot of evidence to prove that exercise releases stress, that it gives
Yeah.
an antidepressant, what is it, effect for people, especially like us, that are a bit more into a depressive state. So that's why we do it.
Hmm. Like I haven't actually exercised, I think, since like the 1st of August properly because my sister's studying and she's kind of using the room I exercise in and she's constantly in there, so I haven't been able to properly exercise.
Fair.
But
Yeah.
also I want to ask you, this is an off topic, but I
Yeah.
recently I recently watched Avatar The Last Airbender and I saw this post and I was like, they are so right. They're like, imagine if Avatar The Last Airbender took off like Harry Potter did, and instead of saying like, "Oh, what Hogwarts house do you belong to?" it could be what bender
Fair.
are you?
Yeah.
And I just thought it was so cool. So me and my siblings were just like seeing who was like what kind of bender, and it was actually really cool because basically, right, if you have the long fingers and the long palm, you're an
Yeah.
airbender.
Wait, give me
If
a sec. I'm gonna test this.
okay,
A nine, 10. I'm doing set.
all right,
Uh,
okay. So basically, long fingers, long palm means you're an airbender. Short
well,
fingers, short palm, earthbender.
okay.
Um, long fingers, no, yeah, long fingers, short palm, waterbender. Short fingers, long palm, firebender.
Okay, so I think I'm air.
Because you have a long palm and long fingers. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
'cause
see
look,
too.
it's the same length as
I
both.
think you might, yeah, you could definitely have. I tested it and I got firebender because I have a long palm but I have short fingers.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, that would explain why I take my shower so hot and why yesterday I put my hand in a flame without realizing it and now my hand is burnt.
No, that's called nerve neuropathy, my baby. That's
Yeah.
that's that's nerve damage. Is what that is.
Yeah, like one time in biology, I burnt off this part of my head. Like I have no hair, like hair hasn't grown back there. And the girl I was working with, I think her name was Kaylee or something. She's like, Hazan, your hair's on fire. And I'm like, no, it's not. I would have felt it. And she's like, Hazan, your head's burning. And I was like, okay, damn it.
Oh,
Someone get me out of here, please.
oh God.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't. What is that? I haven't thought of any other exercises I would do, in fairness. Like CrossFit seems like too much.
Yeah, it seems a bit intense. I'm like, oh, no thanks.
Yeah, so, and then I'm not really like a marathon kind of person. So, so this is the best, obviously.
The only part of exercise I hate is when I get like all sweaty because
Yeah.
I don't like the feeling of sweat on my skin or being too warm. So I'm just like, "Meh." Like as soon as that happens, I tend to just stop exercising because I'm like, no, now I need to take a
Fair,
shower.
fair. I mean, that's why weight training is the best because you don't really get that sweaty. It's more that your muscles kind of feel everything.
Yeah.
So, like, you feel a lot more tensed up than you usually would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to do squats today, so don't even hope you're going to see my butt. Like, it's just not going to happen, lad.
Oh no.
It's not going to happen today. Sorry.
What
Oh.
have you got planned for today?
I'm going to make some peanuts. Pina coladas. I don't know what else. I don't know, really. Maybe make some lunch. Take my medicine. I don't know, actually. I don't have much planned. What do you have planned?
Today's kind of my reset day, so it's the day I kind of clean out my shelf, take a nice long shower, kind of just like try to
Ooh.
restart my life because I do tend to have depressive episodes and I reset days and then I try and become better for my reset days.
Really
So that's
good.
today.
That's really
And
good.
I'm also gonna watch Sherlock to cheer myself up.
There's a white cat in my
Wow.
there's a white cat in my garden, and I would steal him, but my parents won't let me. The amount of times I say to my parents, "Can we keep him?" And they're like, "No, no, you cannot
Man, I
keep
want a
him."
cat so badly. But my parents are like, no animals in the house.
Oh, can you imagine if you got a pet and then you find out that you're actually allergic to it? I'd be so
I'd be
upset.
heartbroken. I'd be like, no.
Oh God. Oh. What was I gonna say? I wish that we were more like Olympic athletes, but no. They
Honestly.
are bottom of the I killed them. Oh wow. Yeah, I wish we were more like athlete.
God knew we would be too powerful if we became Olympic athletes.
True, true. I'm trying to think what else we should talk about in terms of exercise. In case anyone doesn't know, exercise is basically anything you do that makes your body like stronger
Yeah.
and you're breathing better and all that. So there isn't much to
One of
tell
my
you.
favorite forms of exercise, though, is riding a bike. But I haven't done that in so long because my dad gave my bike to his friend. And then I woke
Oh,
up one morning and I went to ride my bike. And my dad was like, I didn't even ask my dad. I was like, oh my God, someone stole my bike. And my dad's like, no, I gave it to my friend. And I was like, why would you do that?
oh, it's just that's horrible. I would be so upset. No,
I was, but then I was like, he told
não,
me.
mas chato, eu estava muito grata.
Why do I look like
What is it? I might be riding my bike soon because my workplace is kind of far,
yeah,
so it would be better
yeah.
to ride a bike than to walk. So I might be doing that soon. Oh, I'm just gonna turn for a bit, just while I sort this out. Oh, God.
I will say though, the only reason I'm kind of really sad that
Yeah.
I'm not gonna I might not study at Trinity is not because of their system or anything. It's because the campus is so beautiful and their library is just gorgeous. And I'm like,
Yeah.
if I was a student studying there, my life would be so much better.
It would be so aesthetic.
Yeah.
Really,
I
you
just
just
love
care about the
beautiful lighting.
aesthetic. Don't lie. Don't lie to me. I know.
We
It
can all
doesn't
admit.
look so old.
Yeah, their teaching system's not modernized, but their architecture, their grounds, their library.
They're
Beautiful.
students.
Okay,
Oh, just me.
might just be you, man.
Oh, just me. What is? I'm just gonna do these. I'm gonna look up the Wikipedia of exercise because that's what we always do in diet. These are vitamins, by the way.
They're not
Um,
drugs. Hint, hint.
well, I'm on prescription drugs.
I used to be like when I was in like I think first year to like fifth year, I think I might have been on prescription. Like my friends know that I would always be like, "Hey guys, guess who's drugged out today?"
You were so like low back then. You know what I mean? Not even
Yeah,
low like as in sad, but I just mean low energy. That it was insane, and you would get like hyper moments, and I was just like,
yeah.
she's insane, but she's a good time.
Like I think at one point I was given medication for someone who has DID, and I believed I had DID, and then later I researched and I was like, "There's no way in hell I have this."
It's ridiculous. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, like basically, if you look, what is it? At wikipedia.com/exercise. No, but like basically, if you look into exercise, the pros are usually like better health, better cardiovascular health, better breathing, slight antidepressive, what is it, effect and all.
Yeah,
So that's mainly why people do it. Now, then you also have the other side of things where it's like people do it for the sake of vanity and for your looks.
yeah,
And I'm not gonna say that we don't think like that when we exercise.
yeah,
However, if you look at me now and you look at me a few months ago when I wasn't exercising, there's not gonna be much of a difference. Like,
yeah.
so clearly I'm not in it for the what is it for the looks currently anyway.
Yeah,
So
like when I first started with exercise, it was mainly because, oh, I want to be like a certain weight. But now I'm just like, man, I just want to be able to run without getting out of breath.
in fairness, yeah, yeah. I was never like that, and I swear if I went to a gym and someone said, "What's your goal? Like, what's your goal weight?" I would be like, "My goal is to walk with minimum pain."
Honestly.
Like, I don't go into something and think I'm gonna lose 10 kilograms. Like, that's not
Yeah.
how I think. That's just
Like
not.
one of my dreams is to be able to run in a marathon. And I want to be healthy enough to do that.
Which is very difficult considering you have asthma. It's a difficult
Yes.
task
Very
to
true.
undertake. So obviously it makes sense why it takes time to do that. Ugh. Can I
Also,
just
I
say I
just
went oh sorry.
sorry,
Go.
no, you go ahead.
Oh, mine's not that interesting. I was just gonna say I went to Starbucks and I was duped into getting an iced tea and it did not taste great.
Oh no, baby, Starbucks is not good. It's very
Um,
watery.
it tastes like icy.
Yeah. Though I will say my family always gives me like calls me out because I get the same thing no matter where I go, and they're like, Hassan, that's not even enjoyable, but I enjoy it. Okay, so I always get a black coffee with ice, or sometimes when I have a cold I don't get
What
it.
are you, John Wick? Like, what are you?
It's so tasty, and I don't even get sugar or anything in it. It's just that. And my family is like,
Who
Hassan,
are you? Anyway, go on.
yeah, they're like, you could get a frappe or whatever the other things are, and I'm like, nope, same thing, a cold black coffee brew.
I love a good cappuccino, if I'm being honest. Like, a good cappuccino is where it's at.
Yeah, my mom always gets cappuccino, and
Oh, it's
usually
such
my
a mom
family,
drink. Don't worry about it. Like, my mom gets it too.
yeah, like I don't even remember a time when she didn't drink cappuccino. Like we even have those little sachets now, and we always make them for her.
Oh, oh. I also walk a lot. That's one of my exercises is walking. And a
Yeah,
lot of people I follow usually are just big into walking and then do yoga on the side or like weightlifting like I do.
yeah.
And it's just extremely easy in comparison to like hyping yourself up to go to CrossFit and
Yeah.
then not going to
I
CrossFit.
mean, walk's easy. Get a
Yeah.
book or whatever and just walk for a good hour and a half. You won't even notice. That's a very long
Yeah.
time, never mind. Half an hour, like even 20 minutes.
Honestly, half an hour gets your stuff done. I usually go for a half an hour walk.
Yeah.
So it's great. Great.
Me and my family go at night, but I will say my anxiety has never been higher than when I go at night. Because as you know, I live in kind
Yeah.
of like, no, I don't want to say sketchy because it's not actually that bad,
You
but
live
like
near a sketchy place.
near a sketchy place, yeah. So often, at least once a night,
Yeah.
when we're walking, we will have some form of an idiot um trying to harass us. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we didn't go on a walk yesterday because everyone fell asleep early, but the day before we were walking and these teenagers, right, they're crossing the street in front of us and three of them continue on their way across the street. This guy specifically walks by us, recording us, saying Allahu Akbar, and I'm like, we don't even say anything. We just keep walking. We're like, dude, you don't even realize that you're praising God because that's what it means. Allahu
You're
Akbar
so,
means God is great.
you're so
And
stupid.
I'm like,
Bitch.
do you not
Yeah.
understand that Muslims literally do nothing? We don't
I,
do anything. What the hell is this harassment for?
I like how they see any person of color and they're like, they know terrorists. Like, it's stupid. It's
Yeah.
just stupid at this point. Like, oh god.
Like the other
Oh,
day, not even the other day, I think it was
oh, the
like a
person
month.
that does the covers is Penguin Classics.
Yes, that's them. Yeah, they do
Yeah.
very gorgeous books.
This
Like the
thing.
other day, right? Me
Yeah.
and my we're walking on the street and
Yeah.
you know the St. Vincent's shop way up on
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
St. Vincent's there, right? Hey Rabab. Um so we're walking along there and this guy's on his cycle and he zooms past us, right? Then
I
he
love when
makes
people give us hearts. I'm sorry. I do go on.
then he zooms past us, right? And we're like, okay, whatever. And then he
Yeah.
makes a U-turn and comes directly for us. And obviously, when someone's driving on the footpath, you either go to one side or the other thing, so they
Yeah.
can pass you. So we move to the left, and then we see he's coming to the left. We move to the right, and then he knocks straight into my dad. And
Oh,
he
what?
doesn't push him over or anything because my dad's pretty like tall and
Yeah.
strong.
Oh, your
So
dad's like what is it? Broad as well.
yeah.
I should say,
So
yeah.
he kind of just pushes my dad back, and he's like, "What? What would you say to me?" And we're like, "Huh?" Because we're silent. None of us talk. We're all just staring into space, walking on our walk. And he's like, "What did you say?" And we're like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" And then my mom goes, "We didn't say anything." And then my dad's like, "No, no, don't say anything. Kids, we know
Yeah,
these
like
kind of
literally,
people.
literally.
They'll just blame
Yeah.
us." So my dad's like, "Don't say anything." And then he's like, "What did you say to me? I heard you say something to me." And my dad's like, "You can keep going. We're just walking." And then we just turned and walked. And the guy kept staring at us. He cycled beside us. And then he just gave up and went away. And we're like, what the hell did we do to you that you had to do that to us? Like, ruined our night for no reason.
They're just, it's actually ridiculous. The amount of harassment. It's just,
Yeah, it's just like one time, I don't know if my sister ever picked up on this or whatever, but one
yeah.
time I don't even know where we were. I think we were in Waterford or something on a camping trip or something,
Yeah.
and we were in a restaurant or something. Yeah, exactly. It's insane. And sorry, I thought it was my sister. It was my sister. It was my friend. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I was with my friend, and my friend is exactly like me. She's Muslim, but she's very pale. Like, I mean,
Okay.
this girl looks like snow. But that's not the point. So she's very pale, and we're both just talking, and the waiter there treated her very different to how he treated me. Like, he still
Mm-hmm.
was rude to her, but he was much more rude to me. Like, so
Yeah.
she ordered, I think, I don't know, one of those like cream milkshakes or something. I don't know. I think frappe
Kind of
is
like
owned by
Robin.
yeah, kind of like it was exactly like a frappe, but it wasn't called a frappe. So she ordered
Oh,
one of them, and
it
I
was
got
just
like
the off-brand frappe, honestly.
yeah. So it was
Yeah.
off-brand frappe, and so she ordered that, and then I got a black coffee, like I always get, no matter what shop I go into. And the guy was like, "Okay," so he's talking to my friend, right? And he's like,
Yeah.
"So this will be like $3 and €3 or whatever. And she was like, here you go. And he's like, you can just put it on the table. You don't need to put it on my hand. And I was like, okay. And we both looked at each other and we're like, okay. And then it comes my turn to pay. And he's like, it'll be €5. And then I give him a tenner and he's like, do you not have €5? And I was like,
Oh my god.
no, I don't have change with me. And he's like, oh. And I was like, I'm sorry for making it so hard that I just wanted a coffee on this really hot day. But yeah, it was just
so
really
inconvenient right now.
yeah, like this is totally not your job. I mean, my anxiety doesn't let me be rude to people, even though
Oh
I
no,
sometimes want
no.
to. But
You crumble. If they're mean to you, you're like, I'm sorry. You like just disintegrate. Whereas
yeah,
I'm just like, what do you mean? I wasn't rude to you. I just get really passive.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
will say this is also off topic, but
Yeah.
the reason,
We're completely gone. I like how everyone was like, exercise, and we were like, look at all this shitty stuff that happens to us. Look at it, the sea of it. Anyway, go on.
yeah, I would have reported them, but I didn't want to be a Karen. I was like, I don't want to be one of those people that's like,
I
give me
didn't
your
want to
manager.
speak to the manager.
And I was like, I don't know, maybe that guy is usually nice and he's having a rough day. See, it doesn't work because I hate people, but then I also believe in the good of people, which is like, Hassan, what are your morals?
Oh, you're so chaotic, lawful. Like, uh,
Like,
you have a moral code and no one knows what it is, baby. No one knows.
that's honestly so true, though. What was I saying, though? What was I talking about?
Your friend Frappe, weird guy in the cafe
Yeah,
or the
so he
restaurant.
treated her very different, and I was like,
Yeah.
did you notice that? And she was like, I mean, he couldn't be racist, could he? And we're both like, oh. And then we just took our coffees and we never went
If
back
it
there
looks
again.
racist and it smells racist, it's probably racist, baby.
But yeah, I was just like, no. But I will
Nah.
say this:
Yeah.
it's not just like anyone who really knows me, especially my siblings, knows that I talk very quiet sometimes. Like I'll
Yes.
be like,
Yeah.
especially when
Yeah.
I'm talking to my dad and my parents, I'm like, oh yeah,
You are below a whisper. It's insane. Go
yeah.
on.
But that's because when I was a kid, and I might send you the video of me after this because it's actually pretty funny to watch.
Yeah, but
When I
you
was a
will
kid,
not see it because it's mine. Anyway, go on.
but when I was a kid, I would talk so confidently, and I was like, when there's a video of me when I was a kid, I was like, "Welcome to my house. I am Hosan," and I'm just talking very confidently and all that. And the reason I don't do that is because one time in the mosque, I was talking to this auntie. And she was just asking me about school and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I go here and here and all that. And she's like, Hassan, listen to me. Young girls shouldn't talk very loudly, especially to adults. No one likes to see that. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I spoke a bit more quietly. And she's like, no, you need to speak very delicately. You're a fragile person. You don't talk like
I
this.
hate this woman. She sounds like a Karen, but Asian.
She was. I told my sister this yesterday. She's like, Hassan, what age were you when this happened? And I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7. And she's like, the last time when something like this happens, you should tell me and daddy. And I was like, I didn't want to bother anyone, so yeah, that's why I speak so quietly, because of that stupid auntie who was like, no, girls shouldn't speak so loudly. No one likes that, especially to
I'll
adults.
tell her loud. Wouldn't like talking to me. Tell you that.
Honestly. Sometimes I wish I had Sandra with me because I'm like, let me just get my second mother real quick.
I'm such a bitch to people. I'm just like, I'm full on. You've seen me. I'm too much.
She will
If I'm
screw
with
your
like
life over.
people, I'm like, I literally give the look and people shut up. I give this look. I'm just like,
The amount of times you've done that to people in our year and they just shut the hell up, and I was like, that's my mother.
actually, did I?
Yeah, I remember one time, I don't know who it was, but someone was like, I don't know, fighting or something with one of our friends, and it's like, guys, stop. And everyone just stopped, and I was like, I think.
Lads that have the power. Sorry about it. Sorry. What is it? going back to exercise after a slight tangent, I think it's really important to say that you have to exercise on the something. You have to exercise in a way that fits you. Not
Yeah.
everyone's going to exercise the same. Not everyone can exercise the same. I have a disability. I can't exercise the same as an able-bodied person. I have to make certain adjustments. Like I can't exercise every day. It just doesn't work for me. So you have to take that into consideration. But also something. I'm just saying, bless you. We go. Uh, um, but also you're not going to exercise the same way. You're not going to get the same results in the same amount of time as other people because you have different BMIs, but not even that. That's not even relevant. You have different metabolisms. You eat differently. Like my diet and Hosan's diet is very different. And if you look at my muscle and my body fat is very different because we come from different cultures, we eat different
Yeah.
foods, different times. And speaking of which, you fast. So, like, obviously, we're not going to have exactly similar body types. Now, if you were to compare Hosan to, like, her friend Layla, they're much more
Yeah.
similar body types because they share culture, they share similar food groups, and they share similar, like, lifestyles.
Yeah.
So when you're looking for someone to emulate and someone to be your role model in terms of fitness, you should look for people that look similar to you or have the same conditions or at least want to work out the same way as you.
Yeah.
So then you're not projecting a disillusioned vision of yourself
Mm-hmm.
to the vision of someone else.
Very insightful.
Welcome to my TED Talk, I'm Sandra. Um,
One thing people always think though, that if you're working out, even if you're working out to lose weight, that by the end of the workout you should be sweating and dripping in sweat. That's not true. You should know your limits.
it's very, yeah, like if you looked at me and my brother working out, there's minimum sweat because it's weight training. You're training resistance. You're training resistance and stamina. You're not training to sweat. If you're
Yeah.
training to sweat, it's more like you're running on a treadmill.
Yeah.
That's training to sweat. We're not training to sweat. So you have to be very careful about what you think working out is versus what you actually need to do while you're working out. Because if you're focusing on the amount of time you're sweating instead of your form, first of all, you're going to hurt yourself. Secondly, you're not going to get anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Today is really tough love central here.
It really is.
We're just
Got
like, baby,
real.
if you set up these ideals that are not right for you, how do you think you're going to succeed? Huh?
Honestly, we are the parents of this podcast.
Hashtag mom.
Hashtag.
Oh.
You can't see the hashtag. So I think we should move on to our next segment.
I think so too. I think we've given enough of a overview.
Yeah.
So I think it's time for it's not a moment, it's a movement. So do you have any movements in particular this week that you really want to shout out?
Yes, I do. Hold on. I'm just gonna go off because it's written in my.
Okay, perfect. We will be waiting for Ozan for a minute. I don't know how long, so hopefully not too long. But either way, we might just listen to some Hosier sung by yours truly. No, she's already back. I can't sing Hosier. Sorry. Everything's against us. Yeah.
So the movement I want to do is by two of my favorite actors, Michael Sheen, who was Aziraphale in Good Omens, and Misha Collins, who was Castiel in Supernatural. They combined their forces to make the Super Good campaign, which is a campaign that is to fight homelessness. Say
it with me now.
Homelessness in, I think it's around the world, or it might just be in the US, but basically they just made this really good campaign to help fight it because they're like, yes, we know that there are millions of problems out there, but this is the one that always gets kind of pushed back. So we need to fight on this one first. So they just have things like jewelry, they have face masks, they have t-shirts, So
And all
if
proceeds go direct.
yeah, all of them go directly to the
And what is
specific
that called?
Super Good, the Super Good
Super
campaign.
campaign. I'm just gonna write that down just so I can. Oh, Misha Collins is in it, no?
Yeah.
I just want to write it down later in our subscription,
Yeah.
in our description, not description. This is why we need an editor. Ugh. Yeah, anyway, it sounds like a really good organization, and I think calling back to Beirut, I will just say I think the organization I really think is helping at the moment is the Lebanese Red Cross. I think that's what anyone that wants to donate and can donate should donate to. That's a
Yeah.
lot of donates to help the Beirut area because obviously during a global pandemic, hospitals are needed. A lot of the general public was affected, and obviously the land all around there was a lot of hospitals and other centres that are now packed, both with victims and COVID-19 patients.
Yeah.
So it would be really helpful if you can donate to donate. Yeah. So I think that's enough movements for today.
Yeah.
I think we should go on to mixtape of the week.
Yes.
Now, what have you got, baby? What mixtape have you been ringing in?
Well, I actually can't listen to mixtapes right now because it's approaching the holy months. So
Sorry, I'm
there's
just stupid Egypt who should have
no,
known
it's
this.
fine. I only realized it yesterday. No, like,
Muslim. Fucking
but yeah,
idiot.
you can take over this part for the next few weeks.
I mean, I'm glad you asked. I came completely unprepared. If I'm going into my Spotify, you're likely to find a lot of Taylor Swift still.
Taylor Swift
But
always has to be there. She's
T-Swizzles is amazing. Hi. What is that? But I really think if I'm going back, what is it? If I'm going back to like my natural roots of mixtapes and songs, I really love the Manic, what is the album by Halsey. She talks about a lot of different themes. It's always one of my go-tos,
yeah.
and literally anything Halsey produces, I will be listening to. So I would definitely listen to Halsey. If you want someone who's a Portuguese artist who is really good, you can listen to Paula Fernandes. She has really good songs. What is it? Who else? Let me think. I still love Wasteland Baby by Hosier. He's a stunning man, even better
He is
singer.
an impeccable human being.
I'm just trying to think. Anyone else? The Academic is still on my priority list. I really love all of their albums so far, pretty much. I think I mentioned State Motel already. Mary Lambert. Mary Lambert's music is really good. She's a queer woman. She and her partner Wyatt do a podcast called The Manic Episodes, which I really love. They talk about their struggles with bipolar disorder and also other things involving their life. So I think that would be all of my mixtape of the week. So without further ado, I think we should move on to. Is the waiter here? Does he want our order? Did you already order? Hosann. I guess I'll have what she's having. I'll have what she's having. What are you having this week, my doll?
This week, your girl is being healthy and having a salad. This really tasty salad my mom made yesterday, so I'm going to have that. And vegetable soup. And super healthy. Like, I swear, when I eat this, I'll probably have abs. Pakistani version of mac and cheese.
Oh. Man, I want some.
I'll definitely send you a packet. If I send you a letter, I'm probably going to send you a packet.
I'm so lactose intolerant. Jesus Christ.
My bad. I don't want to kill you.
Yeah, like maybe another time because I don't have medicine at home for it. So I can live vicariously through you eating it. It's okay.
Yes.
It's okay.
I'd be like, I think of Sandra. What about you? What are you having, my dear?
I'm not completely sure. If I'm going with my favorite food of the week this week, my mom made some really good codfish cakes. They were
Ooh.
delicious. I would definitely have them again. Maybe I'll make some hummus today. Yeah, I really make hummus, really good hummus. What else?
I've tried to like hummus because one of my favorite YouTubers, Ruby Granger, eats a lot of hummus, but I'm sorry, I just don't like hummus. I've
I
tried
think
so
it's
many recipes, but I
the
don't like it.
tahini that I don't like. So I make my own.
Yeah.
Mine just has like olive oil, chickpeas, a bit of parsley, um, tiny bit of mayonnaise. Don't talk about it. You just need it for balance, okay? You just need it for balance. Salt, pepper, or basic feels much better than the store-bought one for me.
Yeah. I hate
Um,
store-bought, and I tried to make my own once, and I'm sorry, I don't like it.
fair, fair. But you should try this recipe if you can.
I'll try it, maybe
If
one
I
day.
had kimchi, I would have made kimchi fried rice with a kimchi pancake. I
Hmm.
might have scallions, like green onions, so I might just make that with the pancake batter instead. And if you love a savory pancake, lads,
Yes.
I got them. So, we're kind of up and at 'em, already have everything, but is there anything else you'd like to add? Like, because I just feel like it was a short episode. I really came in really exhausted, not really looking like myself.
I look like I'm swollen, so I'm kind of just out of it anyway today, but we're
Mm.
sorry if this episode is not up to par. We did try our best.
Yeah, we did. We did. We really did. Okay, we really
Honestly.
did. In fairness. I'm trying to think. Anyone's birthday coming up soon? No.
Keanu Reeves' birthday and Sebastian Stan's birthday coming up.
Happy birthday, my lads. We support you. Truly and wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Oh, that Alpro custard, can I just say it was delicious? I bought the Alpro soya milk and chocolate, and it was just
Oh,
really good
isn't it
for
just amazing? Oh my god.
It's actually so good. It tastes like Portuguese chocolate milk, and
Mm.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad I switched from dairy milk to soy milk because I'm just like, my crops have been cleared, my skin is hydrated, life is good.
Depression lifted, clouds above me.
Honestly.
Oh, I'm gonna take a while getting used to these glasses. Looking at my face, I'm just like, it's different. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be ordering myself a new glass. Did you buy yours from Specsavers?
Yes, I did buy my perspectives. They were €89 originally.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get my glasses off this. I'm in this room if you don't mind.
I'm in the room.
Stop, Heather, go away.
Wish
I'm gonna beat a child. I'm going to actually beat a child. Heather, leave me alone.
Oh god. Today has
Sorry
been
about
so interruptive. We're sorry.
What was I talking about?
Not Heather. I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just lost my train of thought as well.
I lost it. I was like, what? Where? When? Oh, I'm trying to see. Um, we were talking about.
Alpro is good. That's what.
Yeah, I'm glad I went back. I went from dairy milk to Alpro because
Yes.
clear skin and all that. That's what you were saying. Then I was talking about glasses. You said you were gonna get some.
Yes. Um, my friend orders her glasses from Firmu, and she says they're very good. Like
Oh.
they have glasses for like 16 or 17 euro, like way cheaper than Specsavers.
Ooh.
And right now my family has drama with Specsavers, so
Why? Tell us the tea.
because apparently, right, so my mom had to get an eye test from them, and
Okay.
they were charging her 30 euro, and she was like,
Okay.
I'm on the medical card though, and they're
Okay.
like, no, it's 30 euro,
Uh-huh.
and she was like, I'm gonna go ask someone else. So she went to this other eye testing place, and she's like, can I get an eye test? And they're like, sure. And she's like, are you gonna charge me 30 euro for it? And she's like, no, you're on the medical card. Why would we do that? So my mom's like, they're trying to scam me out of 30 euro. I see how it is. No one is to buy glasses from Specsavers. And I was like, I bet I'm just gonna use this website. My friend says it's really good. So
Good idea. As long as you know your prescription, you should be fine.
yeah. Though I do need to go to Specsavers and be like, so like, how blind am I?
Just for my own, just
Interest.
so I know. Um, Yeah, mine were for Inspect Service, but I know that they always charge like hidden fees that they make up
Yeah.
pretty much on the spot. So I respect you boycotting them in fairness. Just
Like my brother, his glasses broke from like the middle, and all he needed to do was like get it fixed here.
yeah,
400 euro for that. Just here.
I'm not. I'm not even gonna say that's fine. That's ridiculous.
They're like,
That's
oh, we need to do this and that, and the lens was like this, and we're like, no, there's no need to charge us 400 euro.
no. There's literally no need for that. There's literally no need.
Yeah.
Um, no, I just go to Specsavers because it's what's available. That's it.
Yeah, that's true though.
That's literally it. Um, and I had like the medical card, and I applied to get free glasses, and I still paid like 200 and something. So
Yeah. I mean, I agree with the thought that someone said. They're like, technically, glasses should be free. They should be counted in the healthcare system because we're paying people to be able to see. That's kind of unfair.
it's genuinely just a disability, but since it's more like widespread, people try to act like, oh, it's something you can live with. It's fine.
Literally, if I broke my glasses, I would die because I cannot see a thing in front of me.
You would cross the road, and
I mean, I crossed the road with glasses on, and I've had cars honk at me.
I sometimes I just wanna end you all, because like literally, I'm telling you, Hosan will be with me, next to me, and cross the road for no reason, and I'm like, bitch, fuck, we are here. We're walking together.
The main thing is, right, I have this habit of being like, who is this car to tell me that I cannot cross the road at this time? Like, I'll never forget that moment when we were all walking home from
I
the
literally
retreat.
was thinking of that moment. Go on.
When we were walking home from the retreat, and I think it was either me or Charlene or just me who crossed the road, and all I hear is,
It was
Huzzah!
Charlie. Me and Angelica were together. Angelica didn't care at all. She was like, they know what they're doing. They're responsible for themselves. And I was like,
You're like, they have half a brain cell between them.
I was literally like, to have half of a brain cell and they don't know how to share it. So, oh, oh. Oh, did you get your dentist thing sorted out?
What dentist thing?
You had to see him while
Oh
calling
yeah,
him?
I did. I did get
Okay.
it sorted out. We
Did
good.
you get your contact lens thing sorted out?
No,
Because
because
this Egypt,
very
oh,
exciting news. Someone punctured our tire. So
hate them already.
yes.
Just, yeah, I'm not even gonna go on around because that's fair. It's fair enough. Do you want to sing with me?
Sing.
Okay, okay. You don't need to, but you could just.
I'll just vibe with you.
Okay, so I'm gonna sing. Hosier, no pun. What is it? Oh, what a waste to say the heart could feel apart or feel complete, baby. Why would you make out a word, a cage for your own bird, when it sings so sweet, the screaming, heaving fuckery of the world? Why would you offer her name to the same old tired pain, when all things come from nothing, and honey, if nothing's gained, my heart is thrilled by the still of your hand. It's how I know now that you understand. There's no plan, there's no place to be run. The harder the rain, honey, the sweeter the sun. There's no plan, there's no kingdom to come. I'll be your man if you get done. And we have 8 seconds. My name is Sandra. Welcome to my mixtape. I'm tired, and you are.
Was that gender bent version of Shane Madej? Nukwi?